Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to Starsector. So last episode, we were just poking around the north here, seeing what we could find. We've got a decent amount of fuel and supplies, so let's just keep going. We got a little sidetracked because of all of the remnant fleets that I wanted to fight. Maybe I should have left the Nexus alive to farm them for cores, but that's okay. We've got yet another... Ooh, a Terran world. Dang. That might be the second at most, Terran world I've found so far. Alright, so this has some poor farmland, but no real mining to speak of. I don't know. Moderador. What am I talking about? It's just one of those days, right? This might be a good location. It's not too far from Rama. Might be a good location for a second colony. So tech mining at Yig just finished. If I go to, let's see, my colonies here, Yig. You got tech mining and the spaceport and population infrastructure is working at it. I'll just keep throwing growth incentives. I've got so much money it don't really matter to me anymore. Looks like we do have a few remnants in the system. I just picked one up on the scan. Alright, so let's take a look at this Terran world. So it has a hazard rating of 75, which is ridiculously low. It's got bountiful farmlands, widespread ruins, pretty good organics, and ore. That's a really, really nice world. Wow. Okay. Let's explore the ruins. We, out of these ruins, got yet another blueprint for, like, the apogee. I'm going to set that aside just to make sure that I don't, you know, drop that somewhere bad. Alright, maybe this rocky metallic world has some rare ores or something. Sparse. Okay, well, this Terran world obviously would be really good for population. There is a bunch of stable locations here. This is a pretty promising spot. Now, the only problem with it, of course, is it's very far from galactic core. It is, you know, Rama's pretty far from galactic core, but, like, I had no choice. I didn't really find anything nicer closer. But, you know, that new world, oof, is real far. That's not discouraging, though. It is close to Rama. You'd want to cluster your colonies together. Alright, more sort of separate remnant fleets. There's a toxic world here and a barren world. I like how this this whole star system is called conflagration. Alright. Let's head on out. That's clearly not going to be a colony. What about these two? I'm going to settle on these two, and then I'm going to head back and do some management. One thing I really wanted to do, because we did go hostile with the hegemony, is actually play that out. You know, war, I guess. Now, a lot of people have been dropping me questions about how exactly does war work. So in vanilla Starsector, how to put this lightly, I think there's a little bit to be desired. The systems of war isn't, I wouldn't say, fully developed. It's still fun. It's still fun. I'm not going to say it's not fun. But there is stuff that's missing. The actions you can take against hostile factions are pretty limited. Alright, Colossus is the biggest ship here. Ooh, with a ton of drugs. So this was a drug mover. Some intel about ultra rare ore locations. I'm not gonna hang out here too long. Let's. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to transverse jump. Oh well. There was more that came up on radar sweep. Alright, I'll go back in there. Bit of a waste of fuel, but Oh, okay. Some pirates. Pirates that really don't want to fight me. But no, there's more down here. What is going on over here? Just another debris field. That wasn't worth the fuel. I gained 22... 31 fuel for the cost of like 200. This has been a bad deal. And there's not going to be much here. I don't really see very many planets. One. You never know where you're going to find like a research station or, you know, drone locations. Where is this planet? Oh god, it's a microplanet. It's a dwarf planet. So the Persean League's little bully group failed and hates me for it. I don't really care to beat up a teeny little pirate fleet. That's not really worth my time. Let's go back to Rama, refuel, and maybe hire some troopers and see what we could do against the hegemony. Them being hostile with us, I expect them to send some fleets my way. Big old fleet battles. Now, I did speak of this before. I just chose high-tech ships because I'm doing the whole like AI core high-tech run. But low-tech ships aren't worse than high-tech ships. It's not like low-tech's bad. It's just ballistics. And that does make it fun when you have like a big fleet of high-tech ships versus a big fleet of low-tech ships. You know, I don't know. I find that interesting, the way that plays out. All right, so I just learned the location of a Pather base. I'm gonna put away. You know, I'll just put. I don't really need the money from the blueprint. All right, let's hire a ridiculous amount of Marines because why not, right? We've got the money. What else? I want to refuel and resupply. Maybe even more than that. This is going to cost me a lot at the end of the month, but you know what? That's exactly what my planets are for. Supporting my war habit. Let me just refresh here. So the orbital works is in full swing. Wow, we are about to grow on Livewetta. I'll throw a little bit of growth at it. And we're very close to growing on Bezel as well. That's very good. Perdition, you are not close to growing, but I can throw money at you. Looks like you've got commerce that is not AI cored up. So I could fix that. Let's go get the AI cores that I've got over here. Alright, Perdition, I'm coming. Alright, that reduces the demand a little bit. And then there's Tig, or Yig, whatever it's called. I should know the names of my own planets. I only have 4 of them. It's the new one, though. Alright, Colony. What you got for me? Dockside bar was empty. I'm still looking for possible pilots to hire. Comm directory. Oh, what am I doing? I am just clicking furiously and incorrectly. So, let's take a look. Growth incentives. There we are. That's what I wanted to do. Tech mining hasn't yielded yet. Because, you know, there isn't anything here. let's head back to Livweta. I do think there's some weapons and stuff for us to pick up, if I recall correctly. And then I'm going to head down to the hegemony and pick some sort of fight. So what did I make here? I made some tactical lasers. I think I wanted to tack laser up these ships. I like tactical lasers over PDs because they're a little bit more versatile. They can fire at missiles, but they don't have to. They can fire at other things too. So is this really just a bunch of tack lasers? Oh my god, yes it is. That's a very, very, very weird ship. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, you know, I like it. What about Robinator? We are gonna do the same thing to you. As best we can. I might run out of, yeah, I'm out of flux already. So I'm going to pull stabilized shields off of these. And I would use the auto, but we'd have different fighter bays, and I don't want it to screw up the fighter bays that we've got going on. Looks like I ran out of tack lasers by 1. Okay, well, that'll just have to do. And the idea is to install like a point defense module here. Let's see here. I could also do advanced, well, it already has advanced optics? Oh, it's built in? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's even more reason to use beam weapons, right? Well, point defense AI is 5 points more expensive than I can afford. I could sacrifice the thrusters and do point defense AI and then do something else. Maybe back to stabilized shields. Make these dudes a little bit tougher. And as we change the fighter groups, I'm sure these ships will have to change a little bit as well. Okay. As far as my fleet goes, you need to level up a little bit. So I think at this point, I am going to, let's manage colony. Actually, where is my, who's got commerce? You've got commerce. That was perdition. Let's go sell my smaller fuel tankers. I don't really need them anymore. So fleet, open market, sell. These little tankers are, we'll just rely on the giant ones. This does make me a little bit over fueled. I'm just gonna sell off the excess fuel, and then actually, now that we're here, sell off everything else. In fact, yeah, that's fine. Where I'm headed, I won't need neutrinos. Okay, looking good, looking good. That was a lot of setup. I apologize. So, the hegemony worlds. Let's go find one. Ragnar. All right, let's go to Ragnar. We're kind of friends with the Tritachyon, so I think what I'm going to do is let's build some more ship hulls before I leave. So, one Prometheus. This other Prometheus is like the wannabe fighter Prometheus, and this one's actually the tanker. I'm also going to get an Odyssey, just for funds. What world am I passing here? They have a big warning beacon. Oh, it's a low warning beacon. Never mind. Because I'd be interested in trying to find a high warning beacon again. I can always go into my my intel, check warning beacons, and here is where all the high warning beacons are. If I'm looking for like a big fight. Liboetta just grew. Awesome. So that opens up another industry. I'm going to additionally add tech mining. And then Bezel should grow as well, and Bezel can also do tech mining. Alright, so here we are at Hypersil. One more over to Ragnar. I don't care where the jump in is. Hello, Hegemony. So here, take a look. Military options. I can engage the battle station. I can, so an orbital bombardment is sort of like a... Well, let's launch a raid first. So my raid is 1750 versus their 1440. I'm going to launch this raid. I lost 106 Marines. I gained some credits. And I also gained this stuff, which is just sort of garbage. Alright, let's engage the battle station. And I am going to... Yeah, that's a good setup. Do I have my low... Yeah, I do have my low-level person here. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to showcase another ship. Maybe I'll take the Agrolactica for myself and switch aggro into my Paragon. I haven't really decided yet. But here you go. Now you can see the super point defense of the Astrals when they get close. So here's a big base. And let's overload it. My ECM rating is really nice. I'm reducing their enemy range by 20%, which is pretty considerable because space stations have ridiculous range to begin with. Alright, I'm gonna vent my flux. They're about half blown up now. The constant swarm of remnant fighters is quite a lot of fun. And when me and the other Tragic Hysteria Paragon focus the same laser, oh god, it's glorious. Of course, Agrolactica just cut him off. Ragnar Complex is defeated. Hegemony hates me more. Now, I could consider an orbital bombardment here. So here's how this works. Starship fuel can be easily destabilized, unlocking the destructive potential of antimatter it contains. Ground defenses can counter a bombardment. So you can do a tactical bombardment or a saturation bombardment. A tactical bombardment will destroy pieces of the station, in this case the military base and the ground defenses, or a saturation, but a saturation is sort of a war crime. it will destabilize the colony, reducing its population and disrupt operations, but it is an atrocity, and it's going to piss off the Independents, the Persian League, and the Ludic Church, and because I have good rep with the Independents, I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is a tactical bombardment against them. The stability of Ragnar Complex goes down. The military operations of Ragnar Complex halt. So if I seek out the hegemony's orbital works and heavy industries where they make ships, it reduces their ability to war with me. And that way, you can't like remove factions from the map, not in vanilla Starsector, but you can disrupt them to the point where you've rendered them ineffective. So I'm going around and I am just bossing these dudes. Because they don't have fleets that can rival mine. They don't have fleets that can even touch me, I don't think. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not as strong as I thought. Maybe they do have a Death Stack fleet somewhere. But I'm breaking down their stable location deployments to try to help Tritachyon. Maybe Tritachyon will build. So what I'm going to do here is just refuel. I'm going to sell all my spoils from that fight straight on the open market to Tritachyon. I want to become allies with Tritachyon, or stay allies rather. So I'll do my trade above board because it's really not like I need credits here, right? Okay, there's no one to hire. So that was Ragnar Complex. Let's go to their actual colony. And I'm just going to keep destabilizing it so that their ability to fight me, faction-wise, goes down. All right, military options. I'm going to do a raid first. So this is a 1600 versus 800 raid. I've got a torpedo rack blueprint from raiding. And I'm going to do an orbital bombardment to damage their heavy batteries and patrol HQ. Alright. And if we view the colony info here, as you can see, the heavy batteries... Oh, so they do have orbital works here. And their patrol HQ have been disrupted. Now, if I wanted to disrupt their ability to make ships, the orbital works, I'd have to do a saturation bombardment. And, well, right now it doesn't look like I even need to do that because they're getting their butts kicked. Alright. Well, we kicked some butt there. But it wasn't like the fight that you thought it would be, because I certainly didn't fight any fleets. So I'm just going to jump on out of here and look for some more targets. I might need to hire some more Marines as well. Alright, so that's Ragnar and Valhalla. Jangala, you're next. So, damaging them here also helps the independents that exist here. There's my monthly income. I'm just going to make sure to re-up my growth incentives. certainly have the money. So bezel is moments away from growing. We can get yet another tech miner. All right, let's launch a raid. No, they have their ground strength is bigger than my Marines. This is a well-protected colony. So if I want to take these guys on, I'm going to have to get considerably more... Oh! You want to fight me? Alright, sure, sure. Oh, she leveled up, didn't she? Ah, I forgot to give her a little level in love. Alright, we're going to go with super fighters in this engagement. I don't know what they threw at me. I wasn't really looking, so... I'm sure I over-deployed. Oh, this is their, never mind, I didn't over-deploy. This is their station. I still over-deployed, but it's fun to blow these things up with serious aggression. Their station is a little bit different layout than we've seen before. It's shields, armor, it spins a little bit faster, making it harder to take down sections. Oh, you puny little ships. You send kites after me? Do I look like a joke to you? I don't think the, I'm going to focus on their ships because, no one else is doing it. I'm just going to do like an in-combat vent, because why not? No one's really shooting me. And that station's massively overloaded anyway. They're getting hammered so hard. Alright, because of the fast spin, it's sort of averaging damage really, really well. But we'll get it. This thing is so absolutely overwhelmed, it's not even really firing back on me. It's just spinning really fast. Oh, they have some phase ships. That's cute. An elite variant of an eagle. How elite do you feel? I've not even been keeping my shields up just so I have the flux to fire. I've more or less been left alone here. Just taking a look at, they only have like a Gemini. Oh, that Merv. That was a good hurricane shot. Alright, they have only one section left. It's not facing me, so I'm going to go after their ships. So I'm angry and spiteful. For the record, they started it. Alright, Star Fortress is gone. Phase ships, when they're out of flux, are so easy to kill. I mean, this was also true of my Doom. Alright, that's good enough. Claiming victory. I'm going to pursue them with my second in command, so I don't actually have to chase. I don't want any of your ships. Alright, Jingala's just broken. Yig and Bezel just grew. I'm going to do a tactical bombardment. So their military is disrupted. Now, as you can see, very easy to raid. And if you look at the planet, you saw that tactical bombardment. Colony info. So let's take a look. The Star Fortress, the heavy batteries, and the military base are all messed up, leaving you guys with very little. Good. That's what you get. Don't mess with me. I mess back, but harder. Huh, these are some of the old blueprints I sold on the open market to these guys. I'm going to buy these back just to keep them from falling into the wrong hands. Oh, I never actually learned that missile rack blueprint. I'll get that in a moment. I'm open marketing most of this because, again, the independents are my friends, or at least I'm trying for them to be. That and money is no object to me. So let's replace. So they don't have soldiers. They don't have anyone to hire. I'm not going to do a little delivery contract, even though it is to belters. All right, so that's very disrupted. Let's hop on out of here and keep up the warpath. But before I forget, Minerva. Combat endurance. Gunnery. Power grid. Combat endurance. You are now maxed up. Cool. I kind of wanted to get Helmsman 2, but oh well. It was never offered. Alright, it's Corvus. Here is one of the big... Chico is a big hegemony world. But we also had other things grow over here. So Bezel, adding... I thought you had Scattered Ruins? Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, I already have tech mining here. Well then. I could add more... I don't know. I could add more heavy industry if I wanted more ship manufacturing. I'll wait on that. I'm not sure what I want to add there. And then Tig. You grew as well. So what do we got here? Farmland. Sparse rare ore. Abundant regular ore. So I could add mining, which wouldn't be terrible. Or farming. Bezel is already mining, so Yig? Yeah, I'll build mining. And then all the places that just grew. Boom. Huge investments. I have so much money, I might as well just dump my money back into my colonies. There's really no reason not to. Alright, so one thing I haven't done is hire more Marines, but... What are you, intercepting me? I'm coming. You can intercept me all you want. Alright, I'm going to engage the station. I think you all probably saw that coming. I'm going to be the only disco ball in this fight. Oh, you know what? I need another ship, don't I? I have one pilot piloting the little smuggler. Which at this point is probably not necessary. Well, I mean, I guess I still don't want to be caught by my allies with illicit stuff. So it can't hurt. Hard to get through these big sides here. Oops, I definitely just blew up an ally. They got in my way. Who are you? I don't know, you're in my way though. I'm blowing you up because you can't be between me and my target. Get out of there, little kite. I'm really curious what fleet that is. Alright, here comes all the bombers. And that section's done for. I'm dropping my shield so I can lose some flux. Alright, I'm gonna vent. In case my glitch, don't do that. What are you doing? You're totally in my way. And one last section. The hegemony was not ready for me. All their stupid little scouting parties. Alright, I'm going to raid them first. I'm going to try to disrupt their spaceport. It worked. Because I don't really need their tech. And then orbital bombardment, tactical. And if I view their colony, it's really messed up because I took the spaceport out. I think that's what I'm going to do for now. Merc officer. Reckless. Strike command. Oh, yes. Sounds good, man. Minerva, were you? Okay, you're aggressive but not reckless. Custom production. I'm going to do another Astral. Alright, so that world's all sorts of messed up. But I was here for Chico. And I haven't lost sight of that goal. Alright, I want my disco balls back. Imagine being a fighter in one of those ships. Knowing it's like inevitable instant death. So much armor debris in my way. I don't think I ever figured out, nope, you're not shooting me. Whose fleet that was I accidentally blew up in the last fight. Yeah, these space station attacks go so smooth when I've just got my laser fleet, my disco ball fleet. Just the sustained DPS is absurd. And then, of course, the Astrals with the Hurricane MIRVs chiming in, just glorious. It did just look like, what ship was that? Gaze? Gaze looked like it fired all of its tachyons at the same time. I'll have to check in. Yep. I'll have to check in. That doesn't seem alternating. There's too much debris. I thought I had fixed that. Well, Agrolactic is going in for the kill on that last section. It's getting real up front personal. I'm just having a hard time cutting through all the debris of this stupid station. Oh, here comes the Hurricane. Boom. Claiming victory. Launching a raid. Oh, you know what? My raid effectiveness is not that great. So, bombardment, tactical. And then, launch a raid. Disrupt your megaport. Disrupt your... Yeah, let's launch that raid. Okay. Viewing the colony. Oh, sorts have messed up. Yep. Chico, you are one sad planet now. A lesson maybe has been learned. I want to sort of... Okay, wow, they have so many planets. How's my... Okay, I definitely need to refuel. Let's go up to Hybrasil. Buy some fuel. So what pilot we've got? Vredog. Oh yeah, Vredog should not be in the mule. Well, we'll fix that. If that's the case, let's build another onslaught. Build some big ships. I haven't really lost any crew. But let me just buy 50, make it a nice even 4,900. That's probably enough supplies. I'm mostly here for fuel. And then let's check Seth. Sure, you can scan me. I got nothing to hide. I'm a war fleet, not a smuggler fleet. Should be pretty obvious to you. No smuggler would ever have the ships I have, because my god, you'd have to be making crazy money to make that profitable. So, Livuetta, you got your tech mining up. I will want to go home and set them up with AI cores at some point. And Megaport at Yig. Nice. Yig, let's start setting you up with the ground defenses, and then patrol HQ, and then waste. No, I don't need a waste station. And then the high-tech orbital. Getting the, you know, standard defensive type stuff. Alright, we're nice and just about topped up. I'm going to teach Hegemony a dear, dear lesson here. I'm just going for the throat. Well, even with all of my custom production orders, this is going to hurt. We're still making so much money. Alright, so Yama, you are near this jump point-ish. Oh, wow. Pirates are starting to take over here. Well, you're just going to love the instability I'm about to inflict on you. Military options. Disrupt your spaceport. I think because the station here is already engaged in battle. Who's battling it? Oh, hostile pirate raiders are blowing up that station. Alright, I'll come back. It seems you are busy getting your butt kicked by pirates. I'll go over here. Alright, let's blow up the station. Hope it's not getting too boring. Me pummeling the hegemony into smithereens. This station, this will be a fast battle. This one's not so high-tiered. Nor is the other one, actually, at Yama. Disco commence. Oh, I never fixed gaze, did I? Looks like all of them are wrong. I have a lot of little fixing to do. I do really like how our fighters and bombers harass the blind side, so that the flux doesn't go to 0. We can keep the pressure up, even when it's not facing us. So I'm going after the starports because that sort of cuts the planet off from, you know, any sort of support and allies, making it more difficult for the planet to operate, etc. Yeah, there must just be a targeted pirate attack here. Alright, I don't really need to blow up the station. I've already disrupted the planet. I'm going to head... I don't know why I'm doing that. Whoops, misclick. I'm going to head to Darren Mining Station or whatever it is called. And then fix the other, or at least make sure that I didn't screw up the other paragons, because they didn't look right. So do a quick refit. Alright, other paragons, did I screw you up? Weapon groups. Alternating. Okay. Weapon groups. Alternating. I don't think it's actually alternating, guys. I see you firing all your shots all at once. Actually, some ion cannon for front suppression would be really good on these ships too. Okay, crew. No, I don't want storage. Fueling up, selling the junk, and during Kuyu, I don't know. There's some stuff in the way that I can break down. Oh, pirate activity at home. Deploy everybody. I'm trying to make this go fast. There's just no way that after all the damage I've done that the hegemony are going to be able to effectively react for like a year. I've pretty much crushed them. Coming through, coming through. I totally cut off. Sorry. Coming through, coming through. Alright, well, they're bombed and disrupted. Alright, hopping on out. It'd be different if I depopulated them. So there's only like 3 or 4 more hegemony colonies, whatever you want to call them, that I haven't messed with. Oh, Sphinx, you don't even have an orbital station, do you? Let's do attack bombardment. Making it easy to raid, and then disrupt your starport. This one was easy, because they didn't have any protection whatsoever. So here's Eventide. Are you going to actually have a fleet for me this time? I don't think you are. I'm so disappointed that they're just fleetless. Well, there goes Eventide, and now Tigger City. This one's a lot faster because they just don't have oh, they do have an orbital station here. I'll just keep changing up the roster. God, should I feel bad? They're getting so definitively stomped. I almost feel bad, but then I remember how annoying they are to everybody, trying to police the world using their own laws and imposing it. We're about the loaders. You guys had this coming. Sorry, aggro. Just sneaking in here. They don't even have any disrupted. Okay, starport again. And I'm out of here, and what's left? Citadel. Imagine being the hegemony and having, like, every single one of your cities or colonies, like, basically nuked. All within the same month or two. Because it's been, like, 1 month. And this is what I call death stacking. It's funny, games like Stellaris used to allow death stacks, where you just put all of your fleets in one big fleet, or all of your ships, rather, in one big fleet, and you'd have just literally a death stack. Just, you'd show up and make liquid everything that is solid. And then they changed it, so you couldn't do that anymore, which was very good, because it was not balanced or fair or even fun to watch. But here, it's still very fun to watch a death stack, especially when you've got Astro fighters. These remnant fighters are just hilarious to watch. Like, take note of how the blind side, the side I can't see, take note of how fluxed it is. Yeah, it's a little damaged. It's not super damaged or fluxed, but considering none of my battleships have fired on it. Damn, sitting behind debris. Oh, there's the Merbs. I just realized I think I sold that, like, missile rack blueprint. I don't know why that just occurred to me. Orbital bombard their military. Launch a raid against their spaceport. And what do you guys have left? You got nothing. As far as I know, that is every single possible system to target. I don't think we're going to be seeing much of the hegemony for a while. It's really too bad it doesn't give you sort of like a strength scale of, you know, I'd like to know roughly how much damage I've done to their faction. I mean, they're pretty messed up. That much is known. But I'm sort of curious if it could give you, you know, a sort of like, what is the rough strength of hegemony versus me, and then post-war, to know what percent of their empire I, like, destroyed. Alright, so Yig just got mining done. Oh, bye-bye, Persian League. And what's crazy is all of their, like, 20 worlds or whatever it is, I roasted and toasted with my 4. Really 3, because Yig is just brand new. Alright, so now I know where the pirate base is. And refuel. Let's head over to Livoletta and grab some ships. Well, I think what I'll do is, I'm just about out of time, so I'll set this up next episode and just roll credits here. So for everybody that watches this series still, I'm very much in the end game. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit up some of the quests that are universal, sort of the Red Planet type stuff, pretty soon, once I outfit these new ships, once I construct the last ship or two. But if you have any other things that you'd like to see before this series ends, just let me know. Also, for everybody that keeps suggesting that I do modded series, my YouTube series is more or less left up to my patrons. They get to choose the games, they get to vote on what gets chosen, and so on and so forth. So if you would like to see a modded series of Starsector, either encourage the patrons that I have to press for it, or become a patron yourself at patreon.com/Radamon. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all later. Adios.